And on screen, that is a view from the International Space Station. That is Soichi Noguchi suiting up.
He and Shannon Walker will go ahead and suit up outside, and that's Aki Hoshide next to him. That's the new space station commander. Command was transferred over to him from Shannon Walker, who's also departing today, and Walker will have probably already suited up at this point.
So as we wait, we can see a lot of astronauts continuing to help Soichi. It looks like they're taking photos. You'll notice a lot of picture taking throughout this process. A lot of those are sent to ground to help inspect seals or potential FOD that may be in hatches, but it looks like he is going up into the zenith port. And in that space where another astronaut is going right now, that is where the Dragon capsule that will depart today is currently parked. And that is Soichi going through the APAS hatch and the vestibule into Dragon.
We've got some cargo stowage right there as well. Love getting those final photos with your crew members in space. The next time they'll all see each other is when those crew members return to Earth as well. So I think it could probably be kind of hard to leave your friends after spending almost 6 months on board with them. And there's NASA astronaut Shane Kimbrough, who just arrived a week ago on a Crew 2 mission. He's helping them complete their checks ahead of hatch closure and undocking today.
And also part of the Crew 2 astronaut, that is Thomas Pesquet with his hand on the blue rail. He's also going in to see if he can help as well.
Pesquet also arrived a week ago, and he was the first European Space Agency astronaut to fly on board Crew Dragon. Mike Hopkins and Victor Glover, you can see inside the capsule, getting our first look of the day inside Crew Dragon Resilience. Victor Glover there at the top of your screen. He and Hopkins will suit up shortly. Looks like they might be getting some final pictures.
So the hands that you see closest to your screen, that is from astronaut Shannon Walker. Again, the mission specialists don their suits before ingressing. Commander Mike Hopkins and pilot Victor Glover will don their suits after hatch closure.
And it looks like they were just doing just that, closing that forward hatch.
So what Mike and Victor are wearing are essentially comfort garments. It's like athletic wear that they will wear underneath their suit.
Dragon, SpaceX on the big loop, all hooks open and nominal.
Dragon copies, we see separation.
Mike Hopkins, they're confirming what you're seeing on the screen. Dragon moving away from the International Space Station.
Dragon separation visually confirmed.
And SpaceX concurs.
That undocking taking place at 7:35 p.m. Central Time, 5:35 p.m. Pacific, while the station and Dragon were 260 miles above Mali. That wraps up Crew 1's stay on the International Space Station, begun in November, and puts them on a path.
SpaceX on the big loop, depart burn 0 complete, nominal burn.
Advanced copies, we see the same.
And confirmation there of the first of several good burns taking place. Again, there are 2 undocking burns that occur almost back to back, and those will be followed by departure burn 0. That's the first of 4 departure burns known as, again, departure burn 0. It's a short firing of the Draco of the Dragon's Draco thrusters, lasting 16 seconds and increasing the Dragon's speed by just under half a mile. That gets Dragon flying away from the space station and sends it on a trajectory that will take it up and around the space station.
Resilience departing. Have a safe trip back home and the soft landings. Confirm resilience. Thanks for your hospitality. Sorry we stayed a little bit longer. We'll see you back on Earth. Be back in a couple of months.
This is another view of Dragon, getting a little bit of light. Again, you can see the windows right above the red and green lights.
This is a cool picture of Dragon. You can see the capsule down toward the bottom of your screen and then the trunk near the top. And on the trunk on the white side, that's the radiator. It helps radiate heat. And I love this glow right now. The sun is coming up on the space station and onto Crew Dragon.
Wow, that is cool.
This view inside Crew Dragon Resilience looks like Victor Glover's in the background over there getting a bite to eat. And it looks like we have people in the seats, but not quite. Those are just the suits.
I had to take a second look because I thought that they were also in the suits as well. They are hooked up to the umbilicals and we're drying, and we got confirmation a few minutes ago that the drying has been complete. But yes, I took a quick second because one of them had the visors down. I saw, or maybe it was the backdrop of the back of the helmet, but
yes.
The suits are in place. There's no one in them right now. The crew is, looks like they are chatting about or getting ready for the next departure burn. And now we have views of the interior of Crew 1. We just saw Mike Hopkins, the commander, and to his side is Victor Glover, to his right-hand side.
In front of them, those are those 3 touchscreen displays that allow them to monitor the status of the vehicle, where they are in orbit, and the next steps coming up during this process of their return to Earth. And then on the left, you can see Shannon Walker there relaxing in her seat. And the far right is Soichi Noguchi, JAXA astronaut. These 4 crew members scheduled to splash down in just about 2.5 hours. Looking forward to welcoming them home after 6 months aboard the International Space Station.
And the team recently donned those suits. In about 15 minutes here, they're going to perform suit leak checks. They will close their visors and make sure that there are no leaks in the suits. In case of a depressurization event, the suits do inflate and provide some level of protection and a habitable environment for the astronauts. Again, these suits are custom made for each of the astronauts and designed in-house here at SpaceX. They are a one-piece suit. Everything is integrated. The helmets, the gloves, the boots are all part of that one-piece suit, and the astronauts really just climb in and start zipping things up. The helmet itself is made of 3D printed nylon, and that white material on the exterior is bleached Teflon, and there are also some gray pads as well, and that is Nomex, which is related to nylon, but it has a couple of different properties, some chemical resistance as well as temperature resistance. This view right now is from the International Space Station. That white dot in the center of your screen is the Dragon capsule, and the crew is inside there, and we're continuing to adjust the cameras, but it continues to make its way back towards Earth.
But yes, just an amazing view for us to get to see this image of Crew Dragon still in space, counting down to that beginning of re-entry. It all happens very fast once that begins. And this view from our WB-57 aircraft with its thermal imaging cameras, we will be looking for the Crew Dragon to come into view, and there you can see it. in the entry of Earth's atmosphere, Crew Dragon continuing its journey home.
Oh, and that is just a fantastic shot. That is the Dragon re-entering the Earth's atmosphere as it leaves that trail behind. And then again, that illumination is from all of that heat that is building up due to friction of just the re-entry speeds of Dragon when it meets the Earth's atmosphere.
And that view coming from the boat, Go Navigator, Crew Dragon continuing, as you said, to enter Earth's atmosphere. So having these two views right now, with it being a nighttime splashdown, pretty exciting that we're getting two good views upon reentry into Earth's atmosphere.
So we are waiting for confirmation that the drogue chutes have deployed. We are expecting them to deploy any minute now.
And it looks like those might be our drogue chutes.
Visual 2 chutes.
SpaceX from Resilience, we show good drogues.
SpaceX copies and concurs nominal descent right on 2 drogues.
Continuing to hear good news after good news. 2 drogue chutes have deployed. Everything looks nominal, and we're slowing the Dragon vehicle down. We are expecting the 4 main chutes to deploy within the next minute.
And those 4 drogue chutes. Oh, you can see them being pulled out now.
Visual on 4 mains.
And Resilience copies, and we see a nominal descent rate.
SpaceX copies and concurs nominal descent rate.
And this view coming from the WB-57, very clear image of those 4 main parachutes, slowing the vehicle down to what will be about 16 miles per hour prior to splashdown just off the coast of Panama City, Florida. If it were daylight, we would have an image of those 4 beautiful parachutes being orange and white, and still getting these incredible views, even though we are in a nighttime splashdown.
And what a view we have here. Even though it's nighttime, we have some great visuals of Dragon there with its 4 main chutes deployed, slowly coming back to Earth.
And SpaceX, we show nominal descent rates, 200 meters, brace for splashdown.
SpaceX copies, brace for splashdown.
And there are the boats starting to chase after Dragon to begin their recovery operations as soon as Dragon lands. And I don't know if you can hear the applause, but we have visual confirmation of the Crew 1 Resilience capsule.
From Resilience, this excellent news. We are splashed down. The pyros have fired. We're water.
SpaceX copies and concurs. We do she mains cut as well.
So this was the primary site that we landed on off the coast of Panama City in Florida. We did have an alternate site off the coast of Tampa. There was an equivalent amount of personnel and hardware and ships ready to perform the same type of recovery operations in the event that Dragon had to choose that site over the primary one. But things continuing to go smooth.
And we did get a report that the crew is feeling well inside the capsule, just what we wanted to hear. Of course, they will still have that private medical conference and they will still receive medical checkouts once they arrive on Go Navigator. But amazing preliminary news that the crew reports that they are feeling well. And that's quite a feat in itself, to be feeling well after 6 months in microgravity and to return to gravity. So great news all around tonight with the return of Crew Dragon Resilience.
Yeah, it's quite surreal that about 7 hours ago, this capsule was traveling at over...
And Dragon, stand by for side hatch opening and egress.
Okay, Solo, we are standing by. Okay, and while I'm thinking about it, Solo, for SpaceX and the NASA teams, on behalf of Crew One and our families, we just want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for this amazing vehicle resilience. We said it before the mission, and I'm going to say it again here afterwards. It's amazing what can be accomplished when people come together. So finally, I'd just like to say, quite frankly, you all are changing the world. Congratulations. It's great to be back.
And Hopper, thanks so much. You've got a round of applause here in Mission Control. And from all of us, it's truly been epic working with your team from early development through splashdown of the world's first long-duration spaceflight, human spaceflight. Your crew is really a tribute to Resilience's name. We wish you all happy reunions with your families and loved ones. And thanks again for flying SpaceX.
Thank you, Solo. Thank you all.
And here is, I think that's Mike Hopkins, the commander. He's very excited.
Feeling pretty good after 6 months in space.
This is just excellent to see the astronauts coming out of the Dragon vehicle. So we're just off the coast of Panama City, Florida, and the hatch has been opened. There was some materials that were removed. It looks like the seat rests were removed, or the footrests were removed. And now we just saw the commander, Mike Hopkins, exit the vehicle, do a little bit of a dance.